Hello and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business, sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. I'm super glad to be talking to you today about the 3S's. I spoke about it this morning on Coffee Time, and I want to dive into these for you today so that you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about building an online presence, taking your business and, bringing your voiceover business to social media and, building a brand. So people recognize you, people want to learn more about you and possibly work with you. All right, so we're going to talk about the 3S's today, how you can use them and what they are. Real quick, before we get started, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell because YouTube doesn't share with you when I post a video unless you hit that notification bell. Also, check out the link below to A VO's Journey Elite Academy. We're offering 50% off the first month. It's a great way to start and grow your voiceover business with an incredible community, a slew of coaches that live every week, as well as pre-recorded courses and all that jazz. So we'd love to have you. And if you happen to be watching this video and you need a voiceover or to hire a voice actor, check out academyvoices.com. We have all kinds of voice actors, and we'd love to help you get your job done. All right, so thank you very much. There'll be a link below for that too. So let's go ahead and dive into this topic today, the 3S's, building an online presence. This is one of my most favorite things. And because I think that in our day and age, you either have to spend a great deal of money or you need to brand yourself on social media, okay? You need to use the platforms that are free to get yourself out there so people know you exist. And everyone uses social media. Please, don't be that person who thinks everyone's not using social media, because they are. Everyone is using social media, and they've been using it for a long time. So we want to make sure that we have a presence on social media. Now, again, if you're just starting out and you're in the academy, for example, you're in part of a VO's Journey Elite Academy, we have a process. We have a 3-step process, and this is the third phase of that process. But it is something that you can build into it sooner if you're doing these things when you're doing phase 1 and phase 2. But for everyone else who's watching, no matter where you are in your business, you can implement this anytime you want. But I want to go over the 3S's with you, okay? So number 1, the first S, all right, of building your online presence is making samples of your voice. Okay, making samples, and I call samples one-spot demos, but you're making a sample of what you can do. Okay, now that's whether or not you're making it all up yourself, whether or not you are using things in the public domain, whether or not you are taking footage and, writing your own voiceover and adding your own music and just showing, sample demos, of what you could possibly do. This happens all the time in all sorts of work. Trailers, promos, people are, that's how we show video producers. That's how we show work. Now, I think that some people brought up some good points earlier. I was doing some things where I was taking work and, I was, it might've been another voice actor who had done a commercial or something. And I was taking that work and I was removing all that. So I wasn't copying them or whatever. I didn't even take the voiceover. I rewrote my own voiceover with the footage, put my own music in there. And I think I got some feedback from some people that, that probably, some people might not have liked that. I always think that's flattery, but at the same time, I totally understand. So what I've done since then is more looked at things where, in finding work, there's a lot of work out there. There's a lot of videos, things like that, where there's not voice actors on them. Okay. And those make great places too, that you can take footage and things like that and add a voiceover to, or et cetera, to just show for demo purposes. It's not illegal to do the other thing that I was doing too, but I do want to make sure that, I'm not upsetting any other voice actors too, because that's not the purpose of what we're trying to do. We're trying to grow our business, not build rifts between each other. So with all that being said, though, I think that it is important to put out samples of your work, one-spot demos, videos. You have to make MP4s to put on line. One of the best ways to do this, all right, is to take a really nice stock video or stock picture and, do your voiceover, add some background music to it, put it into a video editor. Like I use Filmora, but there's a bunch of them out there. Add, I love to add that audio visual reader, that has the waves that go up and down through when you're speaking, and for a little movement, and I publish that as an MP4. So I love creating videos like that because it looks good. Okay, it's not something where you've got to get footage. You can use things like story blocks, but anyways, the point I'm trying to make to you is that getting in the weeds. You want to put out samples of your work. All right, it might be videos that clients have done, right? That you've actually worked. When you're first starting, that's a little bit more difficult because you don't have them, so you've got to create your own. But what you want to do from the very beginning is start building your portfolio. So whenever you do a job, make sure you ask that person, say, hey, when you're done, could you send me a link or could you send me the video? Is it cool for me to share this when it's public? You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. And I think that's a very good thing because the more you have, the more you can share. So that's the first thing, samples, sharing samples. The second thing is suggestions, posting suggestions. So tips, tricks, ideas, anything where you are suggesting something to potential clients, marketing suggestions and working with a voice actor, suggestions. It's a great way for you to enter into conversations, become a part of a conversation, insert yourself as an expert in the field, give suggestions. That's a great way to have something to say. And suggestions can be everything from, when hiring a voice actor, make sure that, you give a detailed look into your thought process and, your intent for the voiceover job. Even references help a voice actor understand what you're trying to say so that they better can interpret what you've written or your message to deliver a better performance. You could condense that. But the idea is you're giving suggestions for potential clients. You're giving suggestions that insert you in a conversation and get people looking at you. Oh, yeah, you are a guide yourself. You are someone that is not just a voice actor, but a professional who I want to work with because, they have knowledge and I want to work with someone who knows what they're doing. Right? Think about it. Whenever you go do something, you want to work with someone who knows what they're doing. We don't want to work with people who don't. All right. So, and if you feel like you're in one of those places where you don't know what suggestions to make, research, start to look into marketing, start to look in why are businesses, doing what they're doing. Who is going to be working with voice actors? Where, it is really important. If you'll notice, the theme throughout all this is you understanding what is going on out there and how to market yourself. And we are going to market with this idea of building a presence. So we are doing this marketing style where we're not saying, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. But instead, we are building a track record of being a knowledgeable professional, right? And giving free suggestions is a great way. So that's number 2. Number 3 is something that I really love too, and that's being silly. Posting something that makes you look like a real person. Now, I don't do this, and I do know some people who do it, and it's totally up to you. But some people post things about their family and everything like that because they believe it's real, and it is, and that's totally fine. It's all up to you. I don't personally. I like to leave my family out of it, but that's up to you. But I think more things of silly, more things of, you could talk about or post something about something you did, something that you find funny, memes. It's just funny, something that is silly, but more so I'm using silly to also mean something that's about you, something that makes you real. Okay, that's not an AI robot or, some fake person somewhere. You know what I mean? Like a robot somewhere that's fake. We want to know that you are real. So you've got to post something that's real. So, and I like silly because I think comedy is a great way to break the ice, to, make you look like you are a human. Okay, there's more to you than just work, work, work all the time. Why is this important? Because remember, in the end, people are hiring you. They're hiring a person that has feelings and emotions. Now, I'm not saying that they want to know what you ate this morning. I'm just saying that you want to come across as realistic in building that brand as a person. All right, that's a great way to do it. All right, is posting things that are silly, posting things that are realistic about you, posting things that are fun. Okay, these 3 S's are something that I've used nonstop for a long time. Some of them get more attention than others, right? Like I post a lot of suggestions, and in the form of education that I'm trying to educate, which is, I've been an educator my whole life. I've been a teacher my whole life besides being an actor. I've been an actor and a teacher, an actor and a teacher. That's what I've done my whole life. So it comes naturally to me to want to do that. Find the things that come naturally to you. Okay, and it can start off with a couple of words. It doesn't have to be these videos like I make or whatever. But use those 3 S's to build your online presence. Right? Samples, suggestions, and silliness. It's a great way to build your brand. All right, guys, I hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching. Again, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Don't be afraid to comment on some posts that you like to use to get attention for yourself. Because remember, all of this is about getting attention. It's about getting attention, getting people to know that you exist and that you're a voice actor. Also, make sure you check out the link below to a VO's Journey Elite Academy. Remember, we're doing 50% off. And if you are looking for a voiceover, we'd love to help you out. Check out Academy Voices. We've got a lot of incredible voice actors over there, and we'd love to help you with it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. You have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Talk to you later. Goodbye. Goodbye.